our signal with Andrew is weak there. While we get that sorted, let's stay on the topic of tariffs and look at certain relationships with the US, starting with China. And President Trump says that the US is getting along well with the country. He calls the trade deal fair and says he speaks frequently with President Xi. Trump describes the relationship as strong and stable, adding that China has been very fair in recent dealings. Let's hear what Trump said.
I think we have had a really good relationship with China lately, and we're getting along with them very well. They've been very fair on our trade deal, honestly, and I hope we're going to have a great relationship. It's a big, strong, powerful country. We're more powerful than they are. We have much better military equipment than they do, but we are getting along with them very well. I'm getting along with President Xi very well. We speak often. And with all of that being said, and I understand what you're saying, but I think...
Well, Trump's rhetoric over China, of course, changing after an escalating trade war was met with diplomacy after meetings in Geneva and in London that saw triple-digit tariff rates reduced dramatically. Now it seems that Trump's relationship with China, and specifically President Xi, has improved. Talk over a potential visit for Trump and Melania to China to meet with President Xi and discuss relations between the two countries. But, of course, difficulties still remain. The issue over Taiwan is something that the US have spoken about. Of course, China seeing Taiwan as their own territory. Taiwan's president, Lai Ching-te, looking at independence in some forms, which of course has been met with discontent amongst the Chinese Communist Party. Now, I believe we are joined once again by Andrew KP Leung, who is back with us. Andrew, let's look at these relations between the US and China. They've been tumultuous over the start of Trump's second term, but this rhetoric clear from Trump saying negotiations are going well, conversations with Xi are taking place on a regular basis, and that a deal will be agreed. What's your opinion on Trump's comments?
Trump is a great negotiator, focusing on strength. And of course, he's a great manipulator for the rhetoric. Whereas he is a very, very strong position to bully many other countries. And China is now standing up to the United States by focusing United States Achilles heel, which is the rare earths, which are, of course, largely controlled by China in terms of processing, even though the rare earths themselves can be found in a lot of other places. But the 90% or more processing has been done in China and developed over several decades. And these processes are very polluting, highly intricate, and each product process is different, and these are essential components, not only in mobile phones but also in the military. For example, a fighter jet would require some of the advanced fighter jets would require as much as like 70 pounds of this weapons. So really, this is a stranglehold of the United States. Hence, even on day one in the White House, Trump wanted to take over Greenland. Why? Because there's rare earths. And he also wanted to target the Greenland in Ukraine, hence suggesting that that's his vulnerable point, and China is exploiting that. Of course, that translates into a softer rhetoric on China.
Yes, absolutely. Andrew, if you stay with us, we're going to stick on the topic of trade, looking at those US relations, this time with the European Union. And Donald Trump says that the group